choose motocross because I used to rally. So for me, it's one of the only sports anywhere where the girls and the boys compete at the same level. There's no women's category or men's category, they're all together in one race. Kara being a single child and me being a single mom, I think it's really important. You know, we're a house full of women. I think it's really important for her to understand that she's as strong as the boys, she can do anything that the boys do, and that she can achieve anything she wants as a girl. And I think, you know, in this society, and maybe more so in Kenya, we put a label on girls on how, you know, they maybe sometimes need to stay at home and then can do less than what the boys do. And I don't agree with that. So the reason why I picked this sport for her was that. And I'm really proud of her because today she was the only girl in the 50s. And even though she came in last, she finished, you know, and she put it through and she tries as hard as she can. And she does a really good job. So I'm really proud of her as a mom. How do you feel being the only girl?
A bit scared, also proud. And I'm the only girl with my trainer, and I'm really happy because of that.
Yeah, I think motocross is labeled as a dangerous sport, and it is a bit dangerous. Of course, you're talking about fast bikes and things, but I think it also builds character, it builds courage. You know, it's a hard sport. You have to practice in the heat and in the dust and in the mud. And I just say, you know, Kara has grown so much since she's done motorsport. She's grown more confident, more courageous, more fierce. So I highly recommend it for any child. And she started when she was only, I think, 4. So you can start really young. And it's a fantastic sport. And look at this community that we have of people and friends. And we just love it, don't we, sweetheart?
Yeah. I was happy, and I took 10 points, and then the other one I took 5 points from 11, and I got a 5th. Barry's race was good. He did well. He was on fire today.
He was on fire.
He was doing good. He was just putting the pressure, and I liked him.
Basically, with Dean, we already have all the gears, and I think that motocross is something that this sport is giving a lot of discipline. And I think that because you see his older brother that is have a tight schedule on 3 times a week of practice. So the thing is that he's a little bit. It's also in his age, even there is the obligation part that they know that they have to practice, because this practice is basically bringing to perfection.
My plan is to finish top 3 or top 5.
My name is Nandi Kiplagat, and I was riding in the MX Ladies. I'd taken a break due to studies. I was in school, I had a lot of work. And I've also been training kids, so I haven't really had the opportunity to practice as much, so it's not good to come into a race without any practice. So I decided that it'd be safer if I can come back after a few practices. This season I should be back all the way. I should be here for every other race, hopefully. And this race was fun. I had a lot of fun. It wasn't really challenging, but yeah, because it was my first race back of the year, yeah, I found it a bit challenging, and I was able to come first overall. Usually I ride in the MX2 category, but because this was a Women's International Day race, I decided to ride in the MX Ladies category. Definitely, if you're interested in the sport as a lady, do not be afraid. Just inquire about the sport and then come try it out, because you never know until you try. And yeah, this sport, it builds a lot of character. It's very mentally and physically demanding. But yeah, it's a beautiful sport. I've been personally riding for 11 years, and yeah, I've enjoyed it this whole time.
If you look at a motorcycle is not male and it's not female, which also means that the rider doesn't have to be male or female. And girls can do whatever they put their minds to. So we have a lot of girls racing today, which is fantastic, but we would like to see lots more. It's not the kind of thing that any girl anywhere should think she can't do. So let the girls try. If it looks like fun, give it a shot. Go through the training and give it a shot. Never let anybody tell you you can't do it because you're a girl or that you can't do it because you're a boy. You do what you want to do and you give it a shot.
So there's the Uganda race coming up in April. Hopefully I'll be going. It's in Garuga. There's been 2 years where we haven't been able to go because of COVID, so I'm excited to have it back. And hopefully Team Kenya is able to come out in big numbers and take the win.
What would you say to anybody who wants to start motocross?
I would say, yeah, I know that you think it's dangerous, but motocross is all about risks, and it doesn't matter if you finish last or first, it just matters that you have fun.
Pretty much ran according to schedule. It's been a very hot day, so a dusty day. We were able to water and we had to make adjustments here and there. Clark, of course, makes those decisions in consultation with other members and other officials. So it was a smooth race day, a good race day as always. The kids have come out happy. One major incident, otherwise everybody else is all right. So parents, kids, spectators, good race day, hot race day, but successful. This year, we're lucky we're actually going to have the race in Uganda. So we've got CAC coming up in Uganda. And let's go as a Kenyan contingent. Let's take our riders, let's take the parents, let's take our fans, and let's show Kenya tupo. We're there. So let's all go to Uganda and show them we're there and we're not there for jokes.